You are beautiful, strong, empowered, and capable. This is what I've come to know. We're gonna take pictures of her while we go on a... Let's go to take I found a place to take pictures of my bee. It's perfect. Against a tree in someone's front yard. Perfection.
I was calling out your name before I knew from where you came. A spirit big, a spirit strong, yeah. I could hear that spirit song. Yeah, I could hear that spirit song. You say, open up and live, let that sweet love come in. I go forth into the heart. Open up and live, let that sweet love come in. Come on in, girl.
This my excavation in 2 days.
Hi. I haven't talked to you for a while, and I feel like that's how I've been starting off all my videos, and it's hard for me, and it can be frustrating. We're all just truly stumbling about this life, not knowing what we're doing or where we're going. But today, I want to pour after a yoga session with the most beautiful humans. I rode my bike home and I just felt like I needed to film this, and I don't know what this video is going to engulf, but I know it's time to talk to you. My dreams have become more lucid recently. You could say they're becoming stronger. Each day I feel this is due to the fact that I'm learning how to become, transcending through source energy. And today, that's what I want to bring to the present, voicing what I feared to do before. I was looking through this journal that I have. It says, "Let your smile change the world," by Sadie Robertson. I think that's how you say it. This journal is from Dayspring, and in it has, at the bottom of each page, it has a quote from the Bible. And I am not a super religious person, I'm more of a spiritual person, but I took some of the quotes and I changed them to be more inclusive to those who don't believe in God or anything like that. It just encompasses love rather than a person, rather than a being. So, along with that, but may our souls be glad and rejoice before Mother Earth. May we be one, happy and joyful. In the same way, let your light shine before each other, that they may see each other's goodness, creating comfort and love throughout it. Anything is possible if a person believes. Not only so, but we also rejoice in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Do not despise these small beginnings, for we can rejoice to see our work begin together as one. So do not throw away this confident trust in the earth. Remember the great truth. It brings us together. Last night, I was looking through my journal and I found an entry that I wrote a little bit earlier. And I thought I'd read it to you to kind of explain how I've been feeling, and from that I want to give little stories to you. So here we go. I've been feeling a bit drained lately, as though my brain is so overflowing with so much imagination and creativity and nerves and fears that I feel scared. I'm allowing my body to tell me when I'm ready to share this, for it's scary because it's not what I'm used to. I'm used to posting daily and writing captions and taking pictures and posting daily. Although I need to respect my body, my needs, and my feelings before others, and some may say this is selfish, but you do not walk in my shoes, and you can't truly help others before you help yourself. So I've strayed away from you, away from friends, because I need to focus on me. No drama outside of my own headspace. It's hard to find clarity in all of this, in this world, for we are trying so desperately to figure out our plan, to know we want to live. The truth is, I'm scared. We all are, whether we allow these thoughts in or not. We're scared at the roots. So I painted when I felt an overwhelming sensation that my body needed it and beauty came out. Now I know this is what I must do. Never in this life have I truly listened to my body on what I need to focus on and truly immerse within. Please start each day living in that second and nothing more, because that second is beautiful and powerful and will allow you to stray from the common path. I love you. I'm here for you. Trust in this earth. So, after writing that, I put it on my bedside table and I closed my eyes and I listened to my body and I just slept. And then the next morning, today, I got up for yoga and I went to yoga. I biked there and came across this stream and I looked in it and there wasn't any trash in there, and I just felt this overwhelming sense of peace, and I knew in that moment that yoga was where I needed to be. And I saw my yoga instructor, and I'm so glad that you're coming to the mat today. And I got my yoga mat and I got ready. At the beginning of each session, I almost feel like I want to stray away from it, and I think that it's not what I need, and like I just am very like, no, I don't want to go, like this isn't me. And then by the end of the class, I'm like not wanting to leave. At the end, I went over to her and one of the ladies was like, I love your smile. And I was like, thank you. And she said, your eyes just light up and it's so beautiful. And I looked at her and I just told her, you were making me so grateful, and you're allowing me to have so much hope in this world. And she smiled, and I looked at the yoga teacher and she was coming out and she had this huge bag of stuff, and I was just like, that's a lot to carry. She's like, yeah, I think so. And so I helped her open the door and everything, and then the lady looked at me and she was like, you ride your bike here? And I was like, yes. And she said, a lot of us stray away from what our bodies truly need. I'm gonna start riding my bike here. And I looked at her and I smiled and I said, that's beautiful. I hope you do. It's those moments where you can truly just know that you're being carried and everything that you experience is happening for a reason, and everything that's there is there for a reason. And I felt so carried in those moments. I got home and I felt this overwhelming sensation that I needed to make a video. The same way that I had felt an overwhelming sensation a few days before that I needed to paint. This little thing in the corner, this is Hawaiian Islands. The reason I got a star was because it's almost a symbol of strength for me. When I was younger, I used to always see a star in the sky when I was looking up at a tree at night, which I would do a lot when I was younger. And it would just allow me to know that I wasn't alone in those moments. I didn't have the best experience as a child. I'm not perfect, and I work through that pain. I think we all do. After I painted, I just knew that I needed to follow my intuition more and listen to my body rather than just say, no, I have to get this done, I have to do this. And I was constantly before just going. And I don't think people really realize how much people pour on social media. I'm trying to find a balance in between the two because I love this, but it drains your energy so fast, and I don't want to lose this creative energy by posting every single day, because then all my videos will just become a mess and they won't have any substance. And since I've been following what my body needs, there was one morning where I went to tennis and I was like dying, like it was so hot, and I got home and I was about to jump in the shower, and then I got a text message from my neighbor that was like, hey, you should come over and swim in our pool. I was like, okay. Like, I'm sweating, I'm pouring sweat, like I'd love to come over and swim in your pool. So I got over there. We have this little dirt path that goes into their house. I used to go over to their house all the time, but then we kind of strayed apart just because school, and that's really busy. So, and it's crazy, I hadn't talked to her in like a year, and I went over there and I was like, what grade are you in now? She's like, I'm in 5th grade now. I was like, oh my god, what? And I moved here and she was in 1st grade, and I was like, that's crazy. And I just gave her a hug and I was like, you want to go swimming? She was like, of course, let's do it. I'm like, okay. And so I literally just laughed and giggled and swam and played games in the pool with my neighbor for hours, and I ended up burning my face. Like, I had like the biggest burn on this side, but it's gotten a lot better, so I don't think that you can catch it on the camera. But my camera has like the coolest thing. It almost like evens your skin. Like, it looks like it looks like I have so much makeup on, but I didn't put any on, so it's like it's kind of funny how my camera does that. Anyway, that's not the point. So I just swam in that pool for hours and laughed and giggled, and I had so much fun. And then I just made this potato mash thing with her, and I was talking to her about how she's doing, and she mentioned how she doesn't eat fish anymore because it grosses her out, and she doesn't drink milk anymore, and she feels really bad every time she eats chicken or bacon. And I was like, oh my god. And I didn't even tell her that I was vegan. I think my mom told her mom and somehow she figured that out. But the point is that there's so many young people that are still in touch with that, and her older sister is vegetarian. I was like, since last time I saw them, this has all happened. I was like, wow, like I was so confused in a sense, and I don't know, it's beautiful how everything just comes together in that sense. And now I've asked her over for a sleepover because she's the coolest, funnest girl that I know, who's just so full of light and just laughter, and she just soaks up every single moment, and she is actually living in each second. The power of that is so strong, and being surrounded by someone like that is so healthy. And so my message from all of this is to say, live in the moment. And it's hard, and I didn't allow myself to cry for like a year, and then one day I just allowed, and like, it's beautiful. Like, everything is so beautiful, and if you take time to just look at that and pay attention to that, you just feel so light. And I'm honestly so scared of when I leave after high school. Like, I'm so scared because I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how any of this is gonna work. But somehow I know that all of this is meant to be. And a reminder for any of you who don't really follow me on Instagram. By the way, my Instagram is at positivelyvegan07, and so on my Etsy shop, I put up a sale, and it's gonna be for 2 weeks from today, and today is yesterday, June 22nd. So from June 22nd, from 2 weeks, I don't know what day that is, my 25% off sale this is all uppercase, positively vegan. And if you type that in when you're purchasing one of my either prints or originals or whatever you're getting from my Etsy shop, and by the way, her prints will be up there momentarily. Most of my paintings and prints and everything are anywhere from $10 to $25 or something like that, so they're not very expensive. And then if you take out the 25%, then yeah, so head on over there and go check out my paintings. I'm really excited for what's to come. This is definitely not my main source of income whatsoever, but I'm trying a ton of different things, some that I've seen other people do, just to get an idea of what I want to be doing, because I have no clue. And I think that it's good to try a ton of different things, because then you figure out what you like and what you want to do, and etc. So yeah, that's why I'm trying so many different things, and it might be confusing, but like, I love you, and trying to figure out what I'm doing in all of this mess, you could say. But I know that my camera is going to die because it overheats really fast, so I'm gonna go. I love you. I'm gonna be trying to post more regularly, but I really want to focus on myself. But if you have any video suggestions, please let me know. It's always helpful to hear what you guys want to see from me, and thank you for watching. Bye.
falling on your knees toward him, making mama so proud, but your voice is too loud.